This palace is the size of some of the Maya cities. It's so huge. Many components, and as I said, many office complexes, 2 throne chambers, because the king, Tashchanak, the greatest king here, apparently had 2 wives and 2 families, which was very common. So he had his big, over here, his big residence that we're excavating and now beginning to restore. And then over here, behind this mound, we're digging his second family residence. Each one of them has a throne room in front of it. Just like today, these rituals would go on for days, all day long, sometimes night. And just like the ancianos in the rituals we go to here, the elders, you know, they would go in the back every once in a while and get something to drink, go to the bathroom, be yelled at by their wives, and then come back out and be cool king again. So you always find in these palaces in the southwest Patan, you always find a royal residence behind the throne. Until the last 20 years or so, actually the last 15 years in the site, when the nobles, merchants had become so powerful that the king was put a really beautiful, nice little residence all the way over, not by the throne room, on the western edge of the palace, and then the rest was this complex of nobles, residences, ritual chambers, an office building. So it became more like a royal palace of a divine king, as it was, but more like a Trump Tower or something, you know, an office building with a penthouse suite for the king on one side. Well, we're going to see some of the excavations. You can see how it's lovely to keep working. We're in the rainy season now. We're putting up plastic roofs, but we had this series of storms that was devastating. But we'll just show you a little bit of what's going on. Ay, ay, ay. This is Paola Torres, my co-director, great archaeologist, trained on Vanderbilt projects over the last 15 years. Now a famous archaeologist here and a professor at the university. And you see that archaeology is not so easy. It's a battle against roots and trees and rain and mud and snakes. Díganos, Paola, she's going to explain now. I'll go there. Explain a little bit of what we're digging right here at this particular moment.
Pues acá tenemos un acceso, ¿verdad? Lo que es la estructura L721. Y aquí están las 2 jambas que definen la puerta del acceso con sus 2 gradas. Vamos siguiendo la línea para ver cómo se junta con la estructura de la banca.
Okay, pero mire, voy a explicar eso. She's saying, this is what you see is the bottom. The top of the structure's fallen down. We have to put it back up. But I'm not going to cut these big trees because I don't do that. You can see we're digging around the roots and put the mud back because the forest is more precious than the ruins. It's an island of preserved forest. But you can see the sides over here of the doorway. It would go up like that. There's a lintel. And this leads through to a very small, beautiful courtyard with structures all around it that was a residence of the royal family. The second residence, probably the second wife of the king Tashchanak, who was the most important king, governed here for 40 years during the period of greatness. And this is how it's a pretty private place you go in. You see here some garbage that came out of the excavations. And again, this potsherds and stuff in that are more important than anything else. But we're not sure where it fell from. It might have been in the fill of the structure.
Y aquí vamos buscando el muro para juntarse con la estructura donde se encuentra la banca, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo se llama este cuarto? ¿O tiene algún nombre especial?
El cuarto del trono
El cuarto del trono aquí.
Segundo cuarto. Vamos a mostrarles, pero no van a ver nada. We're going to show you in a minute the second throne room, which isn't going to look like anything to you, but
Y ahí
We'll show
tenemos
it.
unos huesitos que salieron en el relleno. Unos huesos humanos con algo de
Wow.
cerámica asociada.
They're saying that there was bones there with pottery. ¿Qué puede ser esto? ¿Que un entierro adentro o del masacre o qué?
Pues yo creo que está como en el relleno, en el
En el
derrumbe,
relleno.
derrumbe más.
In the fill of this structure, they found skeletons and pottery, which is rather odd. But in construction fill, they pull up dirt from all over. You never know what's in it. ¿Cómo es de volumen, Johnny?
No sé. Yo no sé.
Párale un momento para...
Usted fue el que